who are starting from the pit lane, it looks like. But everyone is coming out in full form. Say, Forte and Biddle in the pits, along with Burgerson. There looks like there is Watkinson also into the pits right now, but here we go. Lining up. Formation lap fully underway. You can hear the engines roar as we have quite a race ahead. It's going to be fun, folks. Looking forward to seeing what these drivers do. There you go, green flag, 30 minutes, we are a go. And immediately, right out of the gate, Lehtinen is going to be hard on the defensive. Try to get to that ideal line as soon as you physically can. Pavel Stener is going to be holding on to the challenge alongside as we have a raucous 2x2 order quickly converging onto the first chicane. Tamburello very nicely handled from Lehtinen. Looking a little bit further back, Bouquet is going to be on the defensive as well as he's got Hendrik de Vries breathing right down his neck. His 2x2s as well further down on the order as you have trades happening left and right. Barham taking a bit of a position hit as he is seemingly come out. Tamburello looking very slow here. We have multiple cars also recovering, I think, from a bit of a space squeeze. You have 2-3 wide going into the next chicane, heading into Villeneuve, and they're going to have to file in fairly quickly because you cannot take these chicanes so easily alongside another car. Going forward back to the middle of the pack is Richard Cook in 7th, trying to chase De Vries down. A lot of smoke, a lot of kick-ups of gravel, dust, dirt. Everyone's frantically scrambling to get those initial positions out of the gate. Starkey into P9 and trying to keep some proximity, but it's Quinn who's several seconds away now. 3 seconds, and we are already seeing a couple of different packs forming. Say Borgso was briefly in the background, putting some pressure down on Quinn. It looks like Quinn is going to be moving up as there is a problem. There is Hendrik de Vries. Major problem there. He's going to be cresting completely over Variante Alto, crossing the chicane, and he's only going to rejoin in P13. Okay, Wallace, Petici, Borgson, and Watkinson all DNFing out early. It's early stage chaos. No doubt that will come up in the stewarding videos, by the way. And oh, massive lockup! That was a dart and a half. Massive lockup there. I think that was Waldridge. Well, we bounce back, as always. Sorry to hear. Here we go. This is a Button going very aggressive, really trying to get that overtake. Heading into the Tamburello chicane is going to be a bit of contact there as the slide comes out from Pavel and having to retreat down into P4. Barely able to keep control of the car as they go through that chicane and managing to recover just in time for Villeneuve. Luckily, he's not managed to lose too much time. Patouche on the back of Button right now was leveraging the opportunity that Stener's off gave them. So there will be a lot of pressure immediately mounting as Ramsey on the back of Borgso. He's going down the side, say coming out of Variantiato, now into Ravazza. Nice and clean line. Sharp apex there from the number 86. I'm really impressed by that line. Trying to get past by any means necessary, it looks like. Really running aggressive here, going on the defensive, heading into Tamburello once more, and crossing over the curbs. He wants to get that position, and he's going for it by any means necessary. Biddle really wants this, darting now to the left side as he goes past, or tries to get past that grey Porsche. Really running close, just looking for any angle, any line that he possibly can take. Whatever opens the gates and gets the opportunity going. We are 10 minutes into the race, and it's looking like most drivers have found their footing, but some are still having to fight tooth and nail to get some room out on course. Borgso getting a bit of a wake-up call with a very smooth and sharp overtake from Dan Wilson. Borgso already under pressure again, this time from Moffat. And oh no, Borgso completely going off the track. We can also see there was a spin with Moffat. Barham could be making a challenge to Forte. Here's a drag racing, the both of them. Coming out of Aqua Minerale and now Variantiata. Barham is ahead of Forte right now. A great racing between the two. So Patouche closing in on Button as well, but Lehtinen is currently the driver who holds the crown. 1.2 seconds clear. And really looking sharp while they do it. Okay, just taking a moment to appreciate everyone out on track here. If nothing else, for the fact that this is, as we were saying before, some of the best drivers that we have on the field. And to join the GRDC Invitational and race in equal machinery like this, it is a challenge. It is a test. That's going to be Gary Barham now heading into the pits. We did see a second car. That is Marvin Butson. As we do jump ahead and we can see, actually, with Butson having taken a pit stop, this has put Stenner into second, or not second, third, and chasing on to second with Patush right there within a half second. I think this is the time where Stenner needs to open the taps. If he wants to get a move done, he has to do it now. As they all have made their own pockets of the racetrack, and then 21 seconds later, closely followed by Paul Sims and Dan Wilson, is Iro. Well, we could see that quickly come to blows as Paul Sims is going to go for it down the inside. I think left a little bit of room and a door too open into Tosa and now into Piratella. This is where Sims is going to have the advantage. Has the speed and now has the line and is able to lock that apex out. So Wilson could be even closing in on a move himself. Bit of gravel coming in for Iro. A little bit of wobble as he's been put under serious pressure. Wilson's going to go for it down the inside. Iro forced to take a very wide line, jumping, escaping over the curbs. You also see Richard Cook, and he's made a much bigger issue of it. He's spun the car completely. As we head into our final 5 minutes, though, those who remain will be rewarded handsomely. Stenner, 0.3 of a second away from Patush now, has slowly been reeling in closer and closer throughout the entire session. So we are Stenner, 0.4. Trying to reel in just a little bit. Not quite being able to get the leverage that they were looking for, but still keeping proximity close. I think he's going to have to make it a consideration soon. He is already going slightly offline. A little bit of a lock up there as he's trying to close an outbreak his opponent. Fortunately, that has cost him several tenths. No position sought, but a narrow exit is going to harm exit speeds. Having to make way for the others. So blue flag rules do apply, remember. And a big lockup coming there from Stenner. They're going to have to cut the chicane. He puts him, meanwhile, in at 7th. Having had to take the stop, but could get a last-minute surge on De Vries here. Very good exit out of Aqua Minerale. Now into Variante Alto. They're going to take that right side line. Try to cover off that first apex. Big lockup coming in from De Vries as they have to take the chicane escape road. They will keep a good proximity, but they will not get the position back as Butson goes into P6. Here goes nothing. Letonen leads. Little snap. Big wins. Great initial showing. Ooh, looks like a last-minute dart. Say, pit lane for Patush. What's going on there? But now, across the line, Letonen takes the top honours, takes the checkered with Stenner in second. Patush with a surprising turn of events says Bouquet's going to steal away P3. Don't really know what's going through the thought process there. If there's a reason behind that pit stop, of course we will find out. But to say, there is Port coming across the line into P4. Say Butson is going to be making their way into P6. Patush now taking their residency in P5. As Button now through into 6th.